File Scrubber node is a simple wrapper HDA around file node in Houdini. It allows for quick selection of items on disk using an integer parameter. And to showcase it, I have a bunch of directories with geometry files in them. And the idea is that you point to your directory where your geometry files are located. And then you can basically use this item parameter to scrub through the geometry files on them. So in this case, I have my I am pointing with the directory parameter to this folder, and you can see that I have a bunch of BGO files in the root of this directory, and also a bunch of subdirectories. So right now, since I have not selected any subdirectory, that means that we can go ahead and scrub through all of these geometry files that are not in any other subdirectory. So we can scrub through these using item parameter. But let's say I want to go ahead and scrub through maybe some of these other directories. I can go ahead and select which one I want. So let's say I want to select some of these book stacks. Go ahead and select your subdirectory, and now we have gone into the book stack directory, and we can go ahead and scrub through all of the files through them, all the BGO files inside that directory. So this is a basic feature of the basic workflow, how you would work with this simple HDA tool. And what's cool about this, that you can, since this is a wrapper around the file node, you can choose whatever you want to load. And best idea is to, by default, it's going to be just a pack disk primitive. So the loading is going to be super fast with whatever your geometry, however quick, however your geometry is heavy. And plus the benefit of using a pack disk primitive is that we automatically set up a couple of attributes to it. So we are setting up the file name attribute, the file path where it's located, and then the combination of both of these is the path of this geometry on disk. So you can keep the geometry before any unpacking. This geometry, basically these attributes, you have access to these attributes to maybe do something with it a little bit later. So and everything is set up in here. These attributes are set up, and this is only going to work when it's packed disk primitive. And for the setup, it's there is a little bit of a filtering of data. So basically, since they maybe in some cases not all of your directories are going to contain only geometry files, basically a file that the file node can read. So we can basically filter which files to open, which formats to open, and usually the BGO, BX, and OBJ should be sufficient enough to open up 99% of your file that you would usually open with the file scrubber, with the basic file node inside Houdini. So that's basically it for the features of the file scrubber node, and see you next time.